Welcome back. I'm Danielle Ford with YoungMomsClub.com, and in today's Figure It Out Friday, we are talking about how to G.S.D. Get shit done. So in last week's video, we talked about the law of attraction and how you can actually change your thoughts to better your life. So if you didn't watch that video, this is really important before moving on. So I want you to go ahead and click the link right here and watch that before continuing with this video. The law of attraction is awesome. It definitely works if you're always focusing on controlling your thoughts. Now, it sounds a little bit floofy to think that I can just visualize money and visualize a boyfriend and visualize all my friends being nice to me in this big house and vacations and your kids and all these activities, and they're on the honor roll and they just became the president of the United States or whatever you're visualizing. So you have to constantly be thinking of those good things to keep on putting out those vibes, of course, but it's just like the quote says, that nothing works unless you do, and that goes for the law of attraction as well. If you've been putting the law of attraction into place, then maybe instead of thinking about all of the bills that you have and all of the debt that you have, hopefully you've been thinking about money and you've been visualizing money and checks and your bank account huge. And that's great. That's the first step, to start training yourself to start thinking more optimistically like that. But money is a very broad term. So the way that the universe works it doesn't work in broad terms like that. You literally need to ask for exactly how much money you want. So if you have a goal, let's say, of making $50,000 in a year, now that's obtainable. $50,000 could be achieved. If you just think of money, well, if you get $10, that's what you asked for, you know? So you need to actually put a number on it that can be in reach. You can't say, you know, I want to go to the moon and expect that to happen. It has to be attainable. So if your goal is to make $50,000 in 1 year, well, you can't just sit on the couch and eat Cheetos all day and watch crap reality television and just think that like $50,000 is going to fall from the sky right into your cheesy crumb-filled lap. It doesn't work like that. But if your goal is to make $50,000 in 1 year and you're taking action on your goals, well, the law of attraction is going to work with that and attract the right people and the right opportunities into your life to get you that $50,000 or whatever it is that your goal is. Sometimes the hardest part, though, is deciding what goal is the most important to you and what kind of action to take on it. So now I'm going to teach you a method that's going to help you organize and prioritize your goals and create a plan to take action on them. Now this is a 3-step exercise, so you'll need to get a blank piece of paper. So run and do that, and I'll wait here. So on the first side, I want you to list 10 to 20 things that you want that could be reachable in the next 5 years. I want you to go big here, but don't be crazy unrealistic. You know, don't say $1 billion. Don't say, I want to climb Mount Everest, unless you're really going to. But really think big, but keep it like in the spectrum of what could possibly be reachable for you. And it could be health related, money related, relationship related, job related, children, family, just anything you can think of, things that would help benefit your life if you got it in the next 5 years. Just list everything right now. Go, keep going, keep going. Okay, keep going. I'll be right here. Okay. Pause the video and come back when you're done. Okay, now if you're done with that long list of things that could help your life if you got them in the next 5 years, now I want you to really look at that list and I want you to think about which 3 would actually help your life the most if you got that within 1 year. Which of those, I don't know how many things you listed, if that happened within a year, would propel you forward the most or get you the most success or whatever it is that you want. What could bring you the most happiness? Pick 3 of those things, and I want you to put a star by each of them. Now, I want you to look at those 3 things that you put a star by, and I want you to think about, really think about and be honest. Which of those things do you think would be the easiest for you to have finished and accomplished within the next year? You might want all 3 of them, and that's okay. You can always be working on more than one thing, but I want you to really figure out which one of those 3 things is going to be the easiest for you to get done. What do you think, if you put some hard work into it and really planned it out and stuck to it, could be finished, accomplished, done in the next 12 months? And I want you to circle that. Now take that one thing that you circled and flip your paper over and write that at the top of your paper really big. And after you have that written, I want you to think of every single thing that you will have to do to get that done. Is it something to do with school? Is it a job? Is it a relationship you need to mend? Is it a health goal? Is it something to do with your kid? Is it, I don't know what. But think of every single thing that you would possibly have to do. You don't have to even have it in order right now. Just all of the little things that you will have to learn about, research, plan, ask about, search, I don't know what. Write every single thing that you'll have to do to get that accomplished. List it out. Just write everything. Every detail, the smallest details, leave nothing out. If you have it all listed out, all of your steps in crazy order, then start to rewrite it and start placing the first thing you do with the second thing you do, and so on and so forth, so that you have a list of things that you need to do to accomplish this goal within a year. Now what you're going to do is break all of those things by 12 and plan for the entire month. If you break them by 12 and you have 2 things in each group, then only 2 things to do next month and 2 things to do the month after that. And within 12 months, you'll be able to have that goal accomplished. And just because you're focusing on this one goal doesn't mean you have to ignore all the other ones. Of course, stay open-minded about all of the other things that you want to accomplish, especially the other 2 things that had a star by them. But to really get shit done, you have to be focused on one thing at a time while still giving some attention to your other goals as well. If you've done this exercise correctly, then you've probably gotten much more clear on what your goals are, and you probably feel inspired and empowered and excited because now you actually have a plan for the future and it seems realistic and reachable. And that's what this exercise is all about. I do this exercise all the time, every few months really, because I usually don't plan for a year ahead. I usually do like 3 months ahead. But I'm always reevaluating my priorities and my goals and figuring out what's going to propel me further the quickest and the easiest, and what's going to be more important for my overall goals and my life. So now I want to hear from you. How did the exercise go? How do you feel about it? Do you understand how this intertwines with the law of attraction and how you can't really have just thoughts, just positive thoughts and energy without a plan, and you can't have a plan without keeping good thoughts going the entire time? Leave a comment below and let me know if you liked this video, and as always, share it with your friends. Also, be sure to head over to youngmomsclub.com and I will immediately send you the 7 steps to being a kick-ass young mom and keep in touch with you and send you some more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Don't say $1 billion or, to live in a volcano, or I don't know what you want to do, but take your paper. Time